Hi, my Leos. Welcome to your mid-month. This is your soul and love guidance. This is just something very small to help you out to pass through the end of March and go ahead in a positive way to April. So, if you want to look in depth a little bit more of your love life, you go back to your monthly, and I made it a little bit more extended. So I uploaded like a couple of weeks ago, so you can watch it here in my channel. But for now, we're just going to look at the last 2 weeks of March, which is from the 17th to the 31st, and this is your first card, which is your general energy, and is the uh, Page of Swords. The Page of Swords in reverse. Yes, the Page of Swords in reverse. Basically, I need to look what is in here. Okay. Oh, look at this. It makes really pretty much sense. So yeah, I need a Page of Swords in reverse. Let me just show you this, and I want you to look at it. It's an owl. Isn't the owls always like, watching, right? But this is reverse. And the Page of Swords is literally saying no actions being taken. Normally, the owl is here waiting. Have you ever seen how they pray? They stand there and they watching. And I used to have birds in Ecuador, and um, I saw like a whole bunch of group of birds, and the owl was standing right there. And suddenly the owl start flying, grabbed one, and went away. I was like, no! I was screaming. I was just in shock that, the owl did that. So here, the owl is not going to make any action, is not going to the prey. Someone you are going to be in an energy where if you were waiting contact or making a move or something, you won't be doing it. And it's because, or someone else won't be doing it because you're indecisive. There are things about the duality between your mind and your heart thinking about things and the situation you are going to be in this next 2 weeks is like silence. It's like feeling that, like promises they were not being kept. And you're going to feel that way in that energy. Like, hey, did you promise something? Did the situation promise something? Someone probably in the past came up to the light and said something to you, open up, say something that puts you in the situation if you really want to take actions about the situation that you are in, either in love and work, whatever it is the situation. But I think there's going to be this energy of undecisiveness about taking actions or not, to express something, to say something. It might be also that someone will bring past hurts. Okay, so someone will come up because the Seven of Swords in reverse also means someone opening and someone saying something. So you might not be the person who's saying, but someone else is coming towards you. So you're not probably taking the actions. I think it's someone else or someone you were with. I'm sorry, excuse me. I need to close my Skype because I have someone trying to write me. So sorry about that. I always talk to my mother, but she sent me something and I can't take that. We in the reading. So what you need to avoid in this last 2 weeks, in reality, you are going to the right path, but there is something about a disappointment. It might be, like I said, something you were waiting or some news that are going to come to you that are, maybe something or a situation that will come up with the truth about something, and it puts you in a situation where you don't know what to do and you might not even want to take actions about it. And of course, it's disappointment. So what you try to avoid, the Caesars pretty much says a lot of things, cutting off things. So I think you really need to check your feelings, check in with yourself and within what is that you want to do. Because I feel like you're going in the right path, and there is love and affection here. Look at these two cards, the arrow and the arrow. I don't know. It seems to me like a cupid. So it must be something that is gonna come to you. It seems like pretty much about love in this reading. It's funny, but you might feel disappointed of someone, or someone disappointed you. I mean, or whatever it is the case, but it might be like things are going to be more open, and what you need to focus on in sentimental feelings. And this is saying basically that someone from the past, as I said, you are basically is attracting your attention. Could be a situation, not really, could be anything, but it seems more like in love. So this is like very deep into more of love. It's funny. Um, but I think you need to heal from it. It's a process, right? Um, I think it's more like a memories too, whatever it is, if it's with someone. But look at what your soul lesson is. You got three cards. The love card, the empathy, I'm sorry, came up in reverse. We have the love card, and we have the loneliness. And that says it all. And I know we've been alone for a while, and maybe we just prefer to be alone in a certain way. So we have to deal with that. But no matter what, even if we like to be alone, or we waiting just to, we just kind of like feeling like we want to be alone for now, just to review things in terms to our past memories, past relationships, look within and see what we really want. Because right now, I think that we all Leos, I'm included because I'm an ascendant Leo, and I do kind of feel like if this person that I really like come back to me and is gonna come up, I'd be like, I don't know what to do. Should I move on and accept this, or like, I'm putting my situation into this because it seems like pretty much it's telling me a lot of stuff. But the empathy, someone is probably trying in a certain way to try to be in someone else's shoes. And I believe like we need to be in someone else's shoes and try to empathize with whatever, you know, I feel like there was more fears involved, and I think we need to deal with the fear of loneliness, of being betrayed, um, and we need to commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things, even if things didn't work out the way we wanted. We do need to focus and be more positive. When it comes to our solos, look at this. We have the house, we have the stars, we have the moon, and we have you, us, right? And it's about feelings, sentimental feelings, about sentimental feeling connections of what it really truly makes you feel good, comfortable, like home. We need to look for those type of feelings when we want to approach to someone, how that person makes you feel. That is very, very important, my singles, because I know we've been single for a long time, but we want to find that person to give us that feeling, and then we give them those feelings. So if we want to attract love, we want that love, we need to really make a connection and what we have in terms of our romanticism, but the same thing, give it and receive it, right? Maybe work a little bit more in what, if it's something that you like from the past or is coming back, like just check that. But remember, we need to avoid to cut things like with the scissors. Disappointments in some affair, like it will happen, but we need to avoid to. I see it more like just to cut just like that. So we going to be reviewing things. When it comes to the couples, my couples, you are going to move through. Maybe you're going on a trip, or maybe some of you are going to receive news about pregnancy, because the story pretty much tells me about pregnancy. So you might receive news of pregnancy. Some of you, not all of you, just in case, don't get nervous. And you definitely going to have some visits to the hospital, or you might know something about a couple having a baby. But also means that you guys are moving towards more openness, moving towards positivity, and then you guys need to move in a positive way towards um, maybe go out more, go out with friends, socialize a little bit more with your partner and friends. but you do need to have some conditions in this part. And it's funny because you're dealing with loneliness, and this card of the Tower also means loneliness. So I think that you are also needing to deal with not being with your partner for some reason. If you know what that means, like it's times where you can be together and times that you need to be alone. So remember your feelings and someone else's feelings. So anyway, my Leos, I hope I help you in any way to see a little bit more. And this is really more like throw in love in the department of love. Anyway, my Leos, I send you a big kiss and much love and much light. And I see you on April. Ciao.